Brian from the Disability Digest with some information about when and why you should appeal your Social Security disability denial. Now, I am in hopes that this never happens to you, that you apply for your benefits if you need them and you just whiz right through. But unfortunately, that is not the case. So I'm going to explain the nuances to you in hopes that this message helps prevent what happened to our member Fred that I met last week that did not appeal in time and lost around $20,000. So I'm going to go through that with you as well. All right, so I'm going to put up on the screen here the stages of the disability approval process that also have the approval percentages and walk you through these. Now, what I'm sharing with you is based on my experience of almost 2 decades of helping people through the system, getting approved, keeping and maximizing their benefits. And so I've seen a lot of different situations. So I'm in hopes, again, that this helps. First is your initial application. There's some guy out there who started a rumor that says everybody that applies for disability gets denied, or maybe a gal, I don't know. But that's not correct because the national average is around 36% approval. So some get approved. 36 is not 100. And if you do fall into that category where you are denied benefits, this is a critical point right here. You're going to receive a denial letter. And in that letter, you'll have information about why they believe you don't qualify and provide you with directions to appeal with a 60-day time frame. Critical that you act on that. If you can't work and you know that you're not able to work, which is likely why you applied for benefits, then you should just get stuck in and work through the process. So make sure you adhere to that 60 days. If you go outside of that 60 days, unless there's some really obscure situation, you're not going to be able to appeal it after the deadline. And this is what happened to Fred. He had been out of work for 15 months and when he received that denial, and he just thought he'd apply again and no harm, no foul, I'll just do that. But what happened, he waited past the 60 days, he applied again. All of the back benefits that he had that accrued during those 15 months are gone. So he had a 5-month waiting period, 10 months of accumulated back benefits. His check is around $2,000 a month. So that's like $20,000 that he lost. You can't get that back. So I'm in hopes that this does not happen to you, or if you know somebody going through the system, shoot them this video. All right, so you want to appeal within the 60 days. Next step is reconsideration, lower percentage of approval there. All states except 10 have this, and if you get denied at reconsideration, same strategy. You'll have 60 days. You want to make sure that you get your appeal in. Now when you're appealing, you'll want to look for information that was in the denial letter that was not correct. You want to add new evidence. We teach you all of these little nuances and steps and how to do this in our disability approval course. You'll learn about that at the end. Next is the hearing. If you happen to go to a hearing and you get denied, then the situation is different here. This is where the strategy changes. Now, first, before I get into that, I encourage everybody to work your tail off and do the very best you can at the lower levels so that you can avoid going to court, because although the approval percentage is 51% average, there are some judges out there that have 17, 19% approval. You can have a great case and just by the luck of the draw, you end up with a bad judge. I just want to really emphasize the importance of doing what you can to avoid that. So no guessing is my advice at the earlier steps 1 and 2. Okay, You've been to a hearing, you receive your notice, and it says that your case is denied. All right, so you have a process there that you can appeal it for sure, but before you do, my advice, our advice, is to seek a consult with an expert that does the appeals counsel, step 4, and federal appeal level cases, step 5. Somebody that has done this. There's like 3 people in the U.S. that I know, that I trust, that are really good at this. They know how to win these. It's not something that everybody can do, and we represent and help win cases, but this is an area that I defer to them because they're just really good at it. Now here's why you want to do that. If they look at your case and they say, yeah, you know what, we understand what went wrong, we can help you win it, that's good news. Then you can go forward with them. But if they say, no, listen, we're not going to be able to do anything here, I would strongly suggest that you take that advice. And then in this situation, you want to wait about at least 6 months or until you have new evidence that you can submit to Social Security and apply again. Why new evidence? Because anything from your hearing date prior, all of that evidence is a closed case. The only thing Social Security is going to consider is after the date of hearing, and like, do you have a new condition? Has a condition increased in severity? Things like that are going to limit your ability to work. So once you have that, you can start a new application. You also have to be sensitive about the date last insured, like when your benefits expire. We can help you with all this here at the Disability Digest. So that's the strategy there. Now let's say that they accept your case. Somebody says, oh, listen, I understand how we can win this, and they bring it to the appeals council. And the case goes to appeals council, but it's denied at appeals council. It's going to leave there, and it's going to go to federal appeals, right? Once it leaves the appeals council, it's out of the Social Security system. This is a federal case now. Perhaps too techie for you, but here's the point. You can start a new application and still keep your federal appeal. So you've got 2 opportunities to win. Ideally, you want the federal appeal to be approved because you get all of those back benefits. All right? So what we've gone through here, the points that I want to really emphasize is you definitely want to make sure that you take action within 60 days. And for the initial and reconsideration at a hearing, you want to make sure you seek advice from an expert before you proceed. And depending on what their opinion is, decide to either go forward if they will take the case, or to wait, hold new evidence, and apply again. I hope you found this helpful. I encourage you to stay tuned for more. Subscribe, ring the bell. We have live events on our YouTube channel where you can get questions answered either in person, or some of you have the opportunity to join our live panel and get your questions answered. And of course, the best way we can help you is if you join us as a member. The reason for that is you fill out a profile, and your profile helps us understand what your needs are, and we can get you the right information, the right courses, the right support groups to help you. No charge for the membership, no charge for the courses. We are supported by ads and sponsors and services that we provide. So we can do this for you at no cost. Hope you find this helpful. Join us in the comments if you have something to add to this, or you've used a strategy that I've gone through that has worked, so others can learn. Make it a great day.